Retro Gaming Reloaded, revisiting the video games that defined our childhood. Imagine it's a rainy Sunday afternoon and you're huddled in front of your old CRT TV gripping a chunky controller, eyes glued to the screen. The pixelated adventures of your favorite video game characters transport you to a world where your only worry is making it to the next level. Those were the days, right? Super Mario Bros. 1985. It's not just a game. Super Mario Bros. Is a cultural icon that transformed the world of gaming. Picture this. It's the mid-1980s and the video game landscape is still in its infancy. Enter Shigeru Miyamoto, the creative genius behind Mario. He's the guy responsible for this masterpiece. Super Mario Bros. Made its grand entrance in 1985, courtesy of Nintendo on the NES console. At the time, it was a revelation. This game brought side-scrolling platformers into the limelight, setting the standard for countless titles to come. One of the game's major contributions was the introduction of the jump mechanic. Controlling Mario and making him leap over obstacles and onto enemies was a game changer. It added an element of skill and precision that captivated players and set a new bar for gameplay mechanics. Fast forward to today, and Super Mario Bros. Is still alive and kicking. In fact, it's evolved with the times. Super Mario Maker is a recent adaptation that allows players to create and share their own Mario levels. It's like a tribute to the original, letting a new generation of gamers experience the magic while putting their own creative spin on it. The Legend of Zelda, 1986.
Did you see the latest Nintendo newsletter?
Whoa, nice graphics. I'd like to get my hands on that game.
You mean you haven't played it yet? We can play it on my Nintendo Entertainment System. It's The Legend of Zelda, and it's really rad. Those creatures from Ganon are pretty bad. Octoroks, Tektites, Levers, too. But with your help, our hero pulls through.
The Legend of Zelda, a name that resonates with gamers worldwide. This game's iconic status in the adventure game genre is well-deserved. Released in 1986, it marked a turning point in the way we experienced video game adventures. You can thank Shigeru Miyamoto, the legendary creator of Mario, for this gem. He played a pivotal role in crafting the expansive world of Hyrule, where our hero Link embarked on his epic quests. When The Legend of Zelda first graced our screens, it was like nothing we'd seen before. It introduced non-linear gameplay, letting players explore a vast and interconnected world at their own pace. It wasn't just about beating levels, it was about discovering secrets, solving puzzles, and immersing yourself in a rich mythical narrative. This innovative approach left a lasting impact on the gaming industry, inspiring countless adventure games that followed. Speaking of which, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is a recent masterpiece that reinvented the franchise. It's an open-world marvel that takes the essence of the original and catapults it into the modern era, captivating a whole new generation of adventurers. The legend lives on. Pac-Man, 1980. Now, let's take a trip back to the arcade era of the early 80s, where Pac-Man was the undisputed king of the coin-op world. Created by Toru Iwatani, this little yellow fellow became an instant sensation. But what's the story behind Pac-Man? Well, Iwatani was inspired by the image of a pizza with a slice missing, and that's how the iconic shape of Pac-Man was born. When Pac-Man hit the scene, it was more than just a game, it was a cultural phenomenon. People of all ages were gobbling up those white dots while being chased by colorful ghosts. It was simple yet addictive gameplay at its finest. But Pac-Man didn't stop there. It evolved with the times, and Pac-Man Championship Edition is a shout-out to that. This modern twist on the classic maintains the core gameplay while adding flashy visuals and new modes to keep the nostalgia alive and entice a new generation of gamers. Pac-Man's legacy continues to shine, proving that sometimes simplicity is the key to enduring success in the gaming world. Why don't you take a second and subscribe to our channel? Your support is what keeps us motivated to make more videos like these. Sonic the Hedgehog, 1991. Sonic the Hedgehog, that blue blur with attitude, played a starring role in the heated rivalry between Sega and Nintendo during the early 90s. When Sega was looking for a mascot to take on Nintendo's Mario, Sonic sped onto the scene. Two key figures, Yuji Naka and Naoto Oshima, were the masterminds behind Sonic's creation. Naka was the programming genius, while Oshima gave Sonic his iconic look. Some different experience from the more methodical platformers of the time. Speed, loop-de-loops, and attitude were the name of the game. Sonic became the face of Sega and helped the company carve out a significant share of the console market. Now, if you're wondering what Sonic is up to these days, look no further than Sonic Mania. This modern gem pays homage to Sonic's 2D roots, delivering a classic platforming experience with a modern twist. It's a love letter to Sonic fans old and new, proving that the Blue Hedgehog's legacy is as vibrant as ever. Donkey Kong, 1981. Donkey Kong may be best known for introducing the world to Mario, but it's also a pivotal moment in the career of game designer Shigeru Miyamoto.
It's Donkey Kong, the arcade sensation, and now you can play it at home.
Hang on, sweetheart! I'm gonna save you!
Now you can play Donkey Kong on your ColecoVision, Atari VCS, or Intellivision video game system. Donkey Kong has multiple screens, just like the arcade game.
You're not gonna stop me, you stupid ape!
Play Donkey Kong on your ColecoVision, Atari VCS, or Intellivision video game system.
Don't worry, darling! I'll save you!
Back in 1981, when the arcade scene was booming, Nintendo released Donkey Kong, and it was a game changer. Miyamoto's genius was on full display as he crafted a narrative-driven game with platforming elements. Donkey Kong wasn't just a hit, it was a phenomenon. Its success in arcades laid the foundation for Nintendo's future dominance in the gaming industry. Plus, it introduced us to two iconic characters, Donkey Kong himself and a little guy named Jumpman, who would later become Mario. Donkey Kong's legacy endures through various adaptations and spin-offs, but Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze deserves a special mention. This modern take on the classic franchise brings stunning visuals and challenging gameplay to the forefront. It's a shout-out to the enduring appeal of Donkey Kong and the enduring creativity of Shigeru Miyamoto and his team. Tetris, 1984. Created by Alexei Pajitnov in 1984, this game's premise is as straightforward as it gets. Arrange falling blocks to complete lines. Yet its charm lies in its sheer addictiveness. The desire to create neat rows while the blocks keep coming is strangely compelling. But did you know that Tetris originated in the Soviet Union? It was created during the height of the Cold War and was one of the first video games to come out of the USSR. The game's global popularity transcended borders and ideologies, showcasing the universal appeal of gaming. Tetris didn't just stop at popularity, it helped shape the puzzle game genre. Its influence can be seen in countless puzzle games that followed. And for modern gamers, Tetris 99 for the Nintendo Switch brings a competitive twist to the classic formula. It's Tetris on steroids, pitting 99 players against each other in a battle of block-dropping wits. Tetris may have started as a simple game, but its legacy is anything but. Street Fighter II, 1991. Street Fighter II, the game that defined the fighting game genre and changed the gaming landscape forever. When it burst onto the scene in 1991, it was like a shockwave that reverberated through arcades worldwide. Capcom, the game's developer, along with key developers like Yoshiki Okamoto, created a masterpiece that elevated competitive gaming to new heights. Street Fighter II wasn't just about button mashing, it was about strategy, timing, and mastering complex moves. The game's competitive scene exploded, giving birth to what we now know as esports. Players gathered in arcades, honing their skills to become the best fighters in the world. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like these.